Miss Clark was admitted to the SNF where you work in rehab, following a total left hip replacement after she fell going down the stairs in her house where she lives alone since her husband's death last year. Her only son is with her when you meet her for the first time, and he is just leaving as you come in. He has to fly back to his job in Singapore.
Later.
Mrs. Clark, can I come in?
Come on in, the door's open.
Hi guys, I'm Brittany.
Hi, I'm actually just heading out. I have to go catch my flight to Singapore, but Mom, this is your OT, and she's going to be working with you while you're here.
Okay. Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Be safe.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and I'm going to be your occupational therapist today. How have you been doing?
Hi, I'm actually not doing my best right now.
Oh, why is that? What's been going on? What's brought you into this care facility?
So this is what happened. I fell down the stairs and I ended up needing my hip replaced. I live alone, so I ended up just laying there in a lot of pain for quite some time. Thank goodness for my nosy, annoying neighbor who came over to ask me a favor and saw me laying there in the front stairwell.
I'm very sorry to hear that. That must have been a very painful experience for you.
Thank you. You do not understand how hard this past year has been for me.
So tell me about some of your hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a crying, emotional mess right now. But, this past year has just been really difficult for me since my husband passed. And, we used to do a lot of activities together, and I just don't like to do anything without him.
I'm so sorry for your loss. I can only imagine how this past year has been for you. How about you telling me about some of the fun things you two used to do together? What were some of your interests?
We were a very active couple. We hiking, biking, skiing, you name it, we did it. We loved traveling to new places, but as we got older and started having kids, we couldn't do that as much. So then we started going on daily walks around the local park, and just being in the presence of one another.
That sounds like amazing. You guys seem to do it a lot. Were there any activities that you enjoyed doing separately?
Oh no, he was my best friend and we did everything together.
Well, what were some of the things you enjoyed before you met your husband?
Well, there were a few things that I enjoyed doing before I met Harry, but I haven't done any of them in years and I wouldn't feel confident doing them alone.
What is it that makes you feel hesitant?
I just don't think I'm strong enough to do anything new without him.
I understand how this might be difficult, but I believe you can do it. You are so much stronger than you think. It is normal to feel lost after such a difficult time. Your feelings are valid. Maybe we can work on making a list of activities that you once enjoyed. It could really be helpful and help you get back to your old interests.
Well, there were a few things I used to do in my younger years. I used to love music. I could dance all night long. I was your definition of a dancing queen. I also used to enjoy yoga here and there. I used to go, around twice a week. It's what kept me young.
That's so awesome to hear. I think it would be a great idea to get back into one of those activities if we were able to incorporate yoga into your therapy sessions. I also do yoga. I would love to do it with someone since I usually go do it alone.
I would enjoy that very much. That actually sounds like a great idea.
Great. So now that we've established what we are doing in therapy, let's focus on getting you back on your feet. How is your house set up? Is it easily accessible to what you need since you'll be alone for most of the time?
What are you suggesting? Are you saying that my house is not safe for me to live in? My husband built that house for me and my family, and I am not moving, and I am not moving anything in that house.
I'm so sorry for making you upset. I didn't mean to assume you had to move your husband's stuff. I understand that you want to keep your house the way it has been. What I meant was maybe you can organize your home in a way that allows you to get around to your house more independently.
I guess I like the idea of being more independent. I have been relying on my son a lot this past year since my husband has passed. But he is traveling a lot for work, and I don't want to hold him back. I feel guilty for having to rely on all of my needs, especially after my fall. I'm afraid that I will fall again.
Have you discussed this with your son? It can be really beneficial to let him know how you've been feeling. I'm sure he'd understand where you're coming from.
I think it would be a good idea if I talked to him when he returns from his trip.
Yes, you mentioned you were afraid of falling again. Is there anything we could add to your home to make you feel more safe and comfortable when you're home alone? We could add extra handles and bars in the house, like by the front door or in your bathroom. This could ensure your safety while also allowing you to live in the house that means so much to you and your husband.
I think that's a good idea, and I think it would make me feel more comfortable and safe and not having to depend on my son so much.
Great, and we can work with your son when he gets back and start making these adjustments so we can get you back to your daily activities.
You're going?
Mm-hmm.
Is I fell down the stairs in my house. I can't. I'm just gonna start from that line, I think.